In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the engine coolant filler neck on this Nissan Altima. It's located where the radiator is. All right, make sure you have a drain pan underneath, because when you release this hose and this bottom hose, you're going to lose a little coolant. So let's start with the little one first. There we go. Sometimes you got to crack the hose loose a little by twisting it with a pair of pliers. Once you do that, you can pull it off like so. Just put that off to the side. I'm now going to take care of this clamp over here. Make sure you get the hose clamp past the filler neck area over here on the hose. And now we're going to take this one off. I'm going to get myself a pry bar. Sometimes you get lucky and can just push the hose down. Sometimes it's stuck in there, so which this one is. So if that happens to you, I usually reposition my locking pliers because I'm going to need to push this hose clamp down further. I'm going to wiggle it down. All right, now that I've gotten the hose clamps down, I'm going to free up the hose a little bit using my pliers. Again, just twisting it. Make sure the whole thing doesn't move on you while you're twisting it. Okay, once you do that, you're going to loosen up this bolt with a 10mm socket. All right, so once that's loose, I would just put it somewhere where you're not going to lose it. Okay, so now that you've had that loose, you got that loose, you are going to take the cap off for one. Get that out of your way. Wow, this actually is really bad. So, it's a good thing we're replacing it. Twisting it out is usually helpful. Okay. So when you get your new part, it's good to compare and make sure everything is just like the other one, so you don't have any issues installing it. This one looks great. All right, so you just want to make sure your hoses are clean and don't have any gunk on them. You don't want to install a new part with gunky hoses. These look pretty good. I'm now going to put the hoses on. I still have my hose clamps all the way back. And once I get them on, I will slide those hose clamps back up. Sometimes you got to go inch by inch. All right, now we're gonna do the other side. Just make sure that hose is all the way on. I always like to leave the clamp in a position where the next person who has to come in here and do something can get to it. So leaving it upright is a good way to go. Now we're going to reinstall our bolt. Start it with your hand first. Snug it down. And lastly, putting this on. Now I'm just checking to make sure the little lip there is below the hose clamp so we don't have any leaks. And we are good. All right, so now you're just gonna top it off with some coolant, since you lost a little bit, and put your cap on. And take a deep breath, because this job is done.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.